Hello there. I'm Liana, a full-time comic artist and writer. You might have seen my work on things like TKO Tales of Terror or Star Wars Adventures. This series is for anyone in comics, fans and peers alike. Here, I sit down and talk to all my friends in the comic industry. Welcome. Hello everyone! I want to show you a new pair of glasses that I will also feature on streams. I forget whether or not I wore these or not, but some of you started calling me Squirtle Gang, so thank you very much for that. Hi Josh, thanks for coming on. Thanks for
no problem.
out.
Thanks for having me.
Cruella DeVille, you're like getting suggestions already on this.
Cruella DeVille is another good one.
Yeah.
You know, 101 Dalmatians is like probably from just like the animation or the backgrounds is probably my favorite Disney movie. Just for the background paintings alone. Not that I would be doing that.
Yeah.
But that movie is just so cool to look at.
Such a good I mean, it's like a masterclass in like old school Disney animation, like that, and Aristocats and Aristocats. Wow, I can't talk today. Also,
I just remember looking. I remember looking at the backgrounds as a kid and being like completely blown away that like things are colored outside of the lines. Like they did that shift thing where it's just things are not colored within the lines of whatever
right.
desk or whatever. Yeah.
Also, I am currently drawing, there's an X-Files commission, I'll put it sideways, you can probably not see it because it's at an angle, but I drew it on stream for Draw Drinkin', and I didn't even drink, and I was like, why does Mulder's face not look like Mulder? So I have to fix him.
Mulder is, David Duchovny is hard.
Yeah.
It was a likeness. I drew him once, because I did like the Scully and Mulder portrait forever ago, and it's tough.
Oh my god, Tyler, you bastard. I'm gonna cry on stream. You bitch. Give some. Thank you so much, dude. I seriously, everyone go follow Tyler. How do I don't have one for him either. Go buy Dead Dog's Bite. Every week I think about not... Oh yeah, and you had a variant cover. Every week I think about issue 4. So, what were you going to say? Sorry.
No, I was going to just quote Tyler for You Gotta Read 4 Kids. It's very readable.
It is, truly. Mm-hmm.
Oh about to be a minor motion picture.
Is that also what he says?
That's what he says. That's not what I say.
Don't follow me.
Follow me.
Oh my god.
That's reverse psychology. Tyler wants all of you to follow him. Do it. It's just this past year in particular. It's like weird cabin fever every day. Kind of just melds into the other and.
Mm-hmm. You don't say. Oh my god. I just wrote a letter to somebody who I've talked to almost every day since quarantine and everything started. And I was just like, dang. You don't realize the things or people that got you through it until you step back and you're like,
yeah.
Destiny was definitely one of those. We were just talking before going live that I play it all the time.
Yeah, I haven't touched Destiny since we last played. For me, it's been Warzone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, I play with Tyler sometimes. I play with my brother. I'm pretty terrible, but it's still a lot of fun.
I feel like that's a good accessible game to just jump right in, and you don't have. There's no effort or investment of time. You can just
Is it supposed to be from the movie where they're in the cornfields with the bees?
Oh no, I didn't watch the movie, so that's great. I just thought UFOs and cornfields. So.
Okay. Yeah, there's a. Have you seen the show at all?
I should have just said yeah, totally.
I've
watched. I would say I've watched half of it. I started back in 2015. 15, so it's been a while, and I haven't finished it. So
I mean, there is like 18 seasons, so it's like
I'm never
it's
gonna
kind
finish.
of a lot. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. I'm actually in the middle of rewatching it with Ariana because she'd never
Really?
seen it all. But yeah,
What?
but
What season are
I,
you
don't know, I
on?
saw the cornfield and I figured, the movie's actually really good. You should watch it.
Oh, absolutely. I will put that on my list for this weekend.
Yeah.
What's like 3 shows that like your parents grew you up on?
I mean, X-Files was one of them. Three Stooges. A lot of old black and white shows for whatever reason. You like got a bunch of VHSs from the library and just like pour through them. Looney Tunes.
Yes. I was talking to someone recently about Sliders. Was like one of the shows that my mom watched a lot. Sliders, and also like Stargate.
I did watch a little bit of like Next Generation. Not heavy into it, but like a lot of the movies. Oh, fucking Outer Limits.
Oh my god.
Twilight Zone. Yeah.
I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna do a gray wash over this, because the last time I did when I put it over the pen towel stuff. It's very apparent when I did a gray wash over the pen towel, and it's like really apparent.
Oh yeah, I make up for that by going over those areas with a Copic marker, and it's kind of hard to you still notice it, but it's not as noticeable because for whatever reason it soaks up the pen of the marker more than it does the wash. So if you have some of those, you can try it. I would sample it on a piece of paper first, see how it looks. Because it also depends on like what kind of ink wash you're using, I think.
Have you been to the city in a while?
I was there recently, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's next time I go, I'm gonna hunt for some pens. I love
that this chat is so enthusiastic about pens. Makes me really happy.
I hope we're not going down like too far of a pen hole.
Honestly, if they're not ready to do it, they shouldn't be here. So
yeah.
Oh my god, we're all horny for art supplies, y'all. Ain't that the truth? 4 new sketchbooks because, okay, listen, when I was going through these drawers or whatever, I found 8 empty sketchbooks.
Jesus.
I don't know. Luckily, they're all smaller, so they're not like the large ones, but
yeah.
Who needs that many?
I have a problem with throwing away any tools.
You throw them away, or you don't throw them away?
I don't, and it's a problem. Like, I have just boxes of I have a giant like toolbox type thing of just pens and everything imaginable that I'll never use. I'll never use any of it because it's mostly old and broken and not working right, but I just haven't thrown them away. I think there's something wrong with me.
No, I think that's literally everybody. It took me 6 years to do it, and the only reason why is because I've moved so many times that if I don't do it, I'm gonna need another office.
It's just funny because it's like whenever anyone asks me about my siblings, it's like, oh, is it this one? And it's never that one because there's so many of them.
How many sisters do you have for real?
I have 4.
Oh my god. Wait, are you the only boy?
No, I have 4 brothers too.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. We're a family of 9.
That's incredible.
Psychotic.
Or great. I'm sure your parents were like, they'll take care of themselves. Great. It's awesome. It's so hard to keep track of like 80 million different timelines for anthologies.
When things are out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I people are like, hey, when does this volume of the plot come out? I'm like, let me Google that really quick.
Let me Google that. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
That cover I struggled on a lot. I don't know what it is with with covers recently, because I spend way too much time in the planning like part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this thing where I figure out the colors too in the layouts. So
Isn't
I'll
that
just tweak
smart?
every. It's smart, but it's also like when you're doing like four different variations, it's like kind of too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like do two and that's it. But whenever I'm working on anything, I'm like, oh, I have this idea. Oh, well, this would look cool if I move it here. I'll try that. I'll try a version like this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that I've changed this, like maybe I'll put this thing here. So like, I'm doing that whole thing. But with anyway for the plot, we had the original idea that we had for it was what we ended up going with, which is like the mirroring covers that we
Yeah.
figured out like a year ago or something. But of course, when I started it, I was like, I'm gonna try other options, and like I spent like 2 days like doing all this other extra bullshit. And I sent it to Tyler, and he was like, "Oh, you should just do like a mirroring cover." And I was like, "Yeah, that's actually
God
what we were
damn.
planning on." I was like, "Fuck, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now." And that was the one we ended up going with.
Oh my god. You're hilarious. That makes me feel better. I like second guess even like commissions and stuff like this. Like even this, you know.
Yeah, the cover I'm doing now. I when I sent it to Adrian and Tim, I was like, I don't know, I don't. This doesn't feel like a cover. This is kind of weird. Like they're probably not gonna like this. And then they were like really into it, and I was like, all right, cool.
Hell yeah.
I guess I wasn't completely crazy.
No, I cannot wait to see that.
Brent says, were there any previous iterations of the bog creature in terms of its conceptualization, or was it presented, or was it as presented the original form? Yeah, pretty much what they gave me is kind of what it ended up being. Honestly, I wish, because what they originally sent me was very kind of like droopy and like more swampy type looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I steered away from that and made it. I don't know. I kind of wish I had pushed it more in this like generate direction of like weird shit coming off of his body or whatever. But for whatever reason, I did it the way that I did. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, because Tim sent me something recently, and I was like, "Fuck, that looks really cool!" Like the way you did that thing. I was like, "Why didn't I draw it that way?" Um, but yeah, it's pretty close to what they had originally sent me. It changed a little bit over time. Like originally, I had planned to have it walk, kind of crawling around on all fours, which didn't really work for a lot of the scenes because it's supposed to be like really tall and kind of imposing.
That's a really good question, especially now that you have your own statue.
Yeah, nice little sneak of the plug there.
Pew! That's what I do, dude.
um,
I'm not like a huge statue collector. I only collect like the Batman black and white. Like I only have the Becky Cloonan and Nightwing, which I'm not even sure.
yeah, I don't have any either. This will be my first one. But now that you mention it, I do kind of want like a four kids, like enormous one of those ones where it's multiple figures of like the dragon scene. You have like what's it called? The Dungeons and Dragons scene where they're fighting the dungeon. They're fighting the dragon in the beginning.
Trying to.
Tyler knows what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah, yeah.
You know, he'll know.
I would think like, isn't there a Winnebago or like a van in the?
Yeah. Get that. I'm sure both, especially the dragon idea, will be very cost effective. You know,
Yeah. Oh, incredibly. Yeah.
$600 to produce one. The profit margins are great.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm glad I revisited it because it definitely looks way more like David Duchovny's face than it did before. Which it keeps getting like blown out, but
No, you got it.
yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, that one of the reasons I feel like I wish I had a pen name because it'd be easier than saying my full long ass name.
Yours is not that long though. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty short and sweet.
Long is probably not the problem. It's my first name. I should have went by a nickname or something.
Wait, people actually have a problem with Liana?
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. I was actually talking to somebody about this today. How somebody called me Linda.
that person just needs to get it together.
It's happened more often than you think.
Now that you mentioned it, people mess up my name. Well, they don't say it wrong. They just always spell it wrong. Everyone spells my name like Nixon.
Like, I'm the culprit, okay? Listen.
I've done like pretty... I did a thing for Entertainment Weekly, and they spelled it like Nixon, and I was like, are you kidding me? A simple Google.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was pretty funny.
Thank you everyone for coming to hang out while Josh and I hang out. It's been a long time, and I miss hanging out and drawing with him, and thanks for promoting, I guess. Everyone go pick up the plot. I hope everyone has a great day. Please be safe. And with that, I end you all. Which is fun.